Hello, Marcus Team here with the Batman Second Son. So this is the hardcover collection that collects the four issues of Batman Second Son, which interestingly it was originally a digital first, right? And then they collected it into single issues, four single issues. So here are the four issues. So issue number one, issue number two, issue number three, okay, and issue number four, which, as you can see, also happens to be the cover for the hardcover collection. Okay, um, so here's what it says, right? So it collects the next Batman Second Son number 1 to 4, which I was just showing you. Okay. Um, And yeah, I mean, this is obviously, well, the reason why it's called Second Son is, Tim Fox, or Jace Fox as he likes to be called, is actually the second son of Lucius Fox. First son being Luke, right? And yeah, obviously, the two brothers, Luke and Jace, have never been on good terms, right? Um, And actually, before I get into the book itself, just want to point out that this is actually sort of like a prequel in a sense to like the Batman, Tim Fox Batman that we actually saw in Future State, right? So this is like a possible future that could happen. And so in a sense, like you can think of this as all the events leading up to, that possible future that we glimpse in Future State. Um, so let me, just take off the jacket. Okay. Um, Alright, so this is like a, like a round cover. And one more thing is that this is not a deluxe edition, right? It's kind of like just normal size. You can see it's smaller than the slightly oversized deluxe edition. So this is pretty much just a collection of the four issues. Here's the cover to the first issue, alright? And yeah, pretty much just, just collecting all four issues. So here we have, Jace Fox, like back when he was doing some espionage work in Vietnam, and then he got called back by his dad, right? Um, to because I think he was needed for a deposition or something. But it's not all about Jace himself, right? There's also the sister Tammy as well, and also other members of the Fox family, right? And obviously Lucius himself. There's also Batwing. This is actually Tim's brother under the suit, right? Luke Fox. Okay. And there's also the little sister as well, Tiffany. All right. Yeah. So it's about all of them, and then there's also like introducing new characters like Adriana and Whitaker, right? And also Renee Montoya. That's a new development. She becomes the commissioner, right? And okay, let's see. There's the Ratcatcher over there. So this is Ratcatcher going up against Luke Fox's Batwing. And let's see. Okay, and yeah, that seems to be a potential setup for the Ratcatcher 2, because this new character that picked up the goggles. Alright, here's issue number 3 now. Okay, so that's the deposition issue, where Tim is being asked to show up in court. Okay. Alright, and yeah, so here's where we get a glimpse of an event or incident or accident that happened in his past, right? Where he accidentally ran down, like, someone on the street, right? And Lucius wanted to kind of like, make it all go away. So that's an interesting thing. In this series, Lucius is a little bit of a jerk. Oh yeah, and here is interesting. Like here's Simon Saints. So you can see some seeds of the future state magistrate, police state. Like planted here. And then Katana also shows up. Katana, another person from Jay's past. Okay. All right, and so this ends with a very interesting revelation where Tim discovers, like in the basement, the Batman costume, right? And so that obviously leads on to him putting on like the Batman costume and becoming the next Batman. And so it actually continues, right? The story hasn't finished here. Continues in a new series, I Am Batman, which I'm sure will get collected as well at some point. Here's all the variant covers, which is nice. We have them included here. Variant covers of all its 4 issues. But yeah, so this is pretty much it, right? It's pretty much a Bay Bonds collection of the 4 issues. But it is good to have them all in one hardcover collection. And yeah, as I said, right, like this kind of like is like a prequel of sorts to the Batman that we see in Future State. Again by John Ridley, same writer. And yeah, in John Ridley's capable hands, right? It's not just Team Fox, but also the entire Fox family, who's slowly, gradually making a mark or leaving a legacy in the other little corner of the DC universe. So, very interesting, the relationships between all members of the Fox family, and also this whole idea of a Batman who is more for the people, like a Batman of the streets, sort of like a, Batman, than the Batman we are used to, right? Very interesting take on Batman. So yeah, definitely going to be checking out more of Batman Second Son in the ongoing I Am Batman. But yeah, this is where his story begins. So do check this out. And also, as always, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.